everybody, we're back.
Ew,
It's been a while.
really weird, the sound that I just made.
It's been a while, actually.
Too long.
Months.
I think has it really been months?
It's definitely been months.
Okay. I just want to put a disclaimer out there. I look like I'm sick, and that's because I am. I've been sick pretty much all of my pregnancy, so just prepare for that in every single video from now on.
For the rest of
my
lives.
life.
We're super excited because we're starting a new series. We've been planning the dating series for a while. We're not really sure how many parts will be to it, probably 3 or 4, maybe 5. Yeah. We haven't really figured out every single topic yet, but we're really excited to start it. And so we're going to be starting part 1 today with singleness and how to glorify God in your single years, because I think that's a really important topic. It's relatable.
And it can be difficult.
Yeah.
Like, really difficult sometimes.
It's hard because I feel like Christians hear from older people, just wait, just keep praying, just wait, like it'll happen. But it's too easy to just doubt that and be sitting around wondering, is it really going to happen? Should I take matters into my own hands? Am I waiting for nothing? Or what if my future spouse isn't who I want it to be? There's so many things. Yeah. So we're going to talk about that today and just get into it, and we're really excited.
First bullet point that I have is making him the priority, not a guy. In your time of singleness, I just encourage you to seek the Lord's will for your life and just enjoy it. Like, enjoy being single, because there's so many things about being single that you can enjoy. It doesn't have to be this, like, depressing, miserable time.
Someone said that singleness is not a punishment and marriage is not a reward. And so I think that's important to realize, like, just because you're single doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. It doesn't mean that God's mad at you or that nobody likes you. God does not waste a season of your life. And so don't think that while you're single and you're waiting to find the one, that you're just supposed to kill time and to count down the days until you find the right one or until you get married. There is purpose in this season right now to strengthen your relationship with Him, be more free to travel or do mission trips or something like that. Just making the most of it, and also that will help you to enjoy the season and not just every single day being like, I just wish it was over. Like, no, like, make the most of it and embrace it. That's how you can glorify God in your singleness, is not viewing it as a punishment.
Just realizing that even if you are going through a long stage of singleness, like, knowing that a person isn't going to complete you or make your life absolutely perfect. Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Pretty straightforward. Like,
that's a good.
Lean on him, and he will show you the way to your person eventually.
I think good questions to ask ourselves is, what does it look like to glorify God in everything, even our single years? In today's world, honoring God with your love life is one of the greatest ways for you to have transparent faith, because worldly dating is so different than God's plan, God's will for that to happen. Something that I have noticed about the world is that it's all about in the moment, like feelings. It's always about what can this person do for me, or they complete me, or they do this and they do that, and that's not really what God intends it to be. 1 Corinthians 13 tells us that love is patient and kind and not self-seeking. It doesn't boast, but it rejoices in the truth. When you really dive into that, you can see how contrary it is to how the world has been viewing that topic. From a perspective of being single, I think it's good to keep a good attitude about it. I mean, I've already said that a little bit, but just being confident in God's faithfulness and not losing hope that He will answer that prayer in His timing, and He's already working on our behalf. God is more interested in our love life than we could ever be, and that's crazy to think about, especially for girls. I know it's easy to just sit around and think about marriage all the time. To know that God cares even more than we ever could, more than we're capable of caring, is crazy. And that is comforting to know that He does care about that.
I went through a stage of, like, in high school, I didn't really get very much attention from boys, and I kind of saw that as, wow, like, I'm not worthy for love, and I don't deserve anyone because I'm not, like, obviously not, like, pretty enough, or, like, whatever it is. But you can't look at it that way because it's not how God sees you. Remind yourself how God sees you, and He knows that you are so worthy of someone who's going to love you. You're so worthy of someone who's going to pour into you. My next thing is praying for your future spouse, and I think this is super important.
It is.
You can really be doing this at any time that you would like. We're cutting that part out. You would like. You can be praying for their heart and their mind to be pure and like focused on the Lord as well, because you definitely want to be with someone who has been focused on the Lord and like not allowing their paths to wander off to other things.
That's true.
And you can pray that God would allow you to meet this person in His perfect timing, not yours. As much as you would probably want that to be sooner than later, you know, it all works out for the best when it's God's way.
If you don't really believe that, then it's not gonna ever change your life. If you just say, yeah, God's ways are the best, and then you continue to live your life, like, you make your own decisions. I mean, obviously you have to make your own decisions, but, like, doing things how you want to do it without praying about it, or doing stuff without looking at scripture, just, like, being kind of ignorant and just doing what you want, but then saying, oh, this happened because it was God's will, like, was it really, or is that just a result of you doing things on your own?
Yeah. Prayer really is. It's just so powerful. I think praying every day for your future spouse is, like, a good reminder of what God has for you in the future. It could be near, it could be far, but it's going to be worth it once you meet this person because, again, it's His timing and it's His will.
Proverbs 31:12, talking about a wife, the noble character, like a good godly wife or whatever, says she brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life. And something that I've thought is that she brings him good all the days of her life, not the days that they meet, and then after when they get married, all the days of her life. And this includes praying for your future husband, you know, staying pure, just kind of saving all of that heart-to-heart, deep conversations, all of that, just love and affection that you want so badly to give just for, like, that one person, and not just, like, sharing little pieces here and there to your boyfriends and, like, or girlfriends and all this stuff, and just, like, kind of just keeping that in mind every single day of your life, and not just thinking, well, we'll figure it out when we're married, or I'll start doing it when we're married.
And it's,
you can
like,
do it now.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. It's not easy to do that, and we're not trying to say that it is, because it's one of the most difficult things ever to save yourself in multiple different ways for your spouse. But it's so special when you do, and it's so important. We tend to struggle to think about the long term, like when we're dating in high school or you know, even college, whatever. It's super important. So.
And I think another thing in comparison to worldly dating is that they focus on what feels good right now, or what you want right now. It doesn't matter what is going to happen in the next 6 months or the next year. Just do what you want today and worry about it tomorrow. And that has the potential to leave people with a lot of regret and a lot of
heartbreak,
damage and heartbreak and unnecessary things that easily be avoided, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So, boom! There is a guy version of this, praying for your future wife. But since I'm a girl,
that's
mine
really cool.
says
I've never
praying for
seen
my future husband. I know. I got it for Christmas last year when I was 15. And it's really adorable. There's little challenges in it to, like, write letters to your future husband and stuff like that. And, like, it's little prayers. And then it also comes with a journal where you can write your own prayers. And it's super cute. And, like, these, like, little letters you write to your future husband, and they read them.
So tell them what the name is. So they can
and it's really cute. It's called 31 Prayers for My Future Husband by Jennifer and Aaron Smith. I encourage you to go check it out. It's really, really cute. All the prayers are super good. It really makes you think a lot, and it's really cool, and it's just a good reminder to me, hold out for that and be confident in that.
So my last two things, I just have, don't waste this season. You know, God obviously has you here for a reason, and if He's having you wait, then He's having you wait. And like she said earlier, you don't need to focus on, oh, like, when the day gets here, you know, and I meet my person, like, my life is going to be complete and everything. Like, it's wonderful to meet your person, but it's not going to complete you. Only the Lord completes you. My last bullet point is put all your trust in him. So this is something that a lot of girls I know worry about, is like, oh, like, what if I never meet anyone, or what if I never, like, what if I'm not good enough for anyone? But like, that's not true. And you need to put all of your trust in him, and he's got your future handled. So
yes. When you place your faith in God, like, it's so important that you believe wholeheartedly that he has your best intentions in mind, and he has a person out there for you that is so much better than any guy that you could ever create on your own. You really need to believe that in order to live that out every single day. To, you know, when you know that, it gives you confidence to keep going and to keep trusting, to keep waiting. I think it's easy for some people to be afraid that if they wait, that they're going to be let down away after all this time, and then be like, oh, he's not really that.
No.
Or she's not really that special. Like, no, it's going to blow your mind. It's going to be amazing.
It'll be so worth every single
out
doubt in the back of your mind that you've been having, or fear, or any of that. Like, this person was made for you.
Yeah.
And so it's super exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't stress it enough. You got to believe the truth.
We can't wait to add more onto this series, and we're just really excited, and we hope that y'all were able to get something from this video and apply it to your lives. And yeah, I think that's all we have for today.
Sorry we haven't been keeping up with the song suggestions. We will try to keep looking for one. We want to find good ones, though. We don't just want to throw one out there just to follow the tradition.
Right.
So.
Okay, so I think that's all we have for today. So I hope you guys have a lovely day, and
bye.
bye.